Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Gaming Junction. This is Camilio when we're live on Twitch pretty much every day at 8 PM Eastern Time. We are continuing our game of Star Trek Judgment Rites. Yeah, we have to go through this portal. Some weird alien invited us to do some trial. First we need to incapacitate this guy. Yo, Abstractism, good evening.
Startled, the Klingon's eyes glaze even as he glares furiously, struggling to remain conscious.
Captain, I told you they couldn't be trusted.
I'll send you back aboard, Raul. But unless the humans betray me, I have to pass through that portal to explore what lies beyond.
Mr. Scott, they've disappeared off the sensors.
What do you mean, laddie?
They've just vanished.
Captain's log, stardate 6269.3. The landing party and the Klingon Captain Klar have passed through a portal in time and space. We're about to face tests by the Brassica. Success will mean formal relations. Failure will mean unknown.
Welcome. We applaud your willingness to confront the unknown.
Please tell us what's going on. Where are we?
Patience. I cannot answer all yet. Those elements of our society still ill at ease with your cultures have more questions.
We've had enough. No more foolish tests. More tests. Let's just get on with it. I'd like to hear what the others think. We've had enough. More. I'd like to hear what
I will withdraw until you address me again.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Captain, even though isolated, the Brassica are quite advanced. It's certain their insights will be unusual and enlightening. The logical course is to establish a dialogue.
The Brassica are calling the tune and expecting us to dance, Captain. It might be undignified, but all of us can make valid, responsible choices and stand by the consequences.
I am grateful you included me, Captain. Representing the Klingon Empire, I believe we must not be cowed. Passivity may be regarded as undesirable to them.
If I was meeting us, I'd be skittish too. We've gone this far, there's no sense in quitting now.
A quite alien-looking being, its greenish skin hinting a plant phylogeny. Large eyes set well to either side of the head suggest a creature whose ancestors were more prey than predator. A third central eye augments 3D vision. A vibrating tympanum looking like an open mouth is the sound-producing organ. The brightly colored combs on its head might be personal adornment, rank significators, or tribal markings. Dim colors swirl in all directions, so indistinct in form and pattern as to be unsure anything's there.
A sophisticated projected image similar to those on Onius 2.
The communications officer carefully controls her reactions and observes everything. The science officer is intrigued, but wary of an area which fails to conform to the precepts of Euclidean space. A Klingon self-assured in his power, yet not arrogant. His expression is unreadable. The captain seems edgy, alert to danger. The doctor is queasy from the bizarre distortion of space.
It's not a living thing, Jim. Spock's tricorder is more useful here.
Okay, we did that.
I can't believe the thing is like being on the borderline of insanity.
Stop ourselves.
Everyone all right? No response.
Okay, let's talk to this thing now.
Captain Kirk, I am here. Are you ready?
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. If we must do so on your terms, we will. Explain yourself. We're not rats to run mazes. We deserve to know what you... We welcome contact with the new race, but you try our patience. No more tests or we'll leave. Now.
Captain Kirk! I'm Captain Kirk!
Our mandate is to seek out new life, new civilizations. Explain yourself.
Listen. We have modified our legends by what we understand of your species. You will be asked a question and may discuss it. Only one person may answer. Begin.
Let's begin.
Good evening, Abstract.
I make the first query. It is that question posed to the heroic companions we call the Gerrit. Answer this. Who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? You may talk. I will withdraw until you choose to speak with me. Remember, only one of you may reply.
Okay.
The Vulcan is full. The lieutenant sees. The good doctor ruminates. The Klingons are one of the strangest projections you've ever seen. The Brassicans' whiskery tendrils quiver when the mouth tympanum forms speech, but you can't tell what that means, if anything.
A sophisticated
Save new game. Delete. Save new game.
Trial.
You get no response.
The Brassicans' question is not, properly speaking, a riddle. A riddle has a right and a wrong answer. This is more philosophical, with many possible answers.
Then how can we possibly answer correctly, Spock? Or can we?
One answer will seem more satisfactory than all others, Captain.
At least we can eliminate you, Spock, from this horse race. I don't see any right answer for you to be the person who would go to the greatest pain in the pursuit of life.
On the contrary, Doctor, respect for all living things is fundamental to Vulcan philosophy. A rigorous adherence, unlike humans' variable justification.
You aren't suggesting, Spock, that you're the right choice.
I believe I may be, Doctor. The Brassicans may agree.
We have our answer. Are you ready? We have questions. We have our answer. We have questions.
Very well.
What consequences result from an incorrect... What if I were to declare that there's not one right answer? Would you please repeat the question?
Yeah. Certainly, Captain. The question I asked was, who among you may go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life? Is there anything else?
Yes.
We have our answer. Are you ready to hear it?
But we're gonna talk to everybody, of course. It's Uhura.
We have questions. I'd like more time, Brassican. We have questions to ask.
Very well.
What consequences result?
The overall test will likely continue, Captain. This is one phase, and we are examining the whole.
What if I were to declare that there's not one right answer, but many?
There is just one answer.
In reality, you expect us to answer two questions. What we think is right and what you think. We're ready with our answer. In reality, we're ready. In reality, you expect what consequences result. You are clearly a race who values fairness. Shouldn't we have more information?
Very well.
No. It was agreed they shouldn't be given special assistance.
Their complaint is valid. Different species think differently. A hint seems appropriate.
They must show the faculties to think through problems.
Yeah, this is easy.
Well, Captain, are you...
Yes, get on. No, don't bother. We'll give our...
Let the one who...
Gentlemen, I think you may be overlooking a fundamental difference between me and everyone else here. I am the only female, the only one capable of bringing forth new life. That qualifies me as the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Yep.
I may not be Vulcan, but I'm the logical choice.
Shut up.
Who goes through more pains in pursuit of life than a doctor?
Now, come on.
First, Kirk, I would hear you explain if you should be the one to answer.
I'm sorry, Captain Clark, if I decide to present myself as the one to answer, and I'm considering it. I'll explain to the Brassican then and no sooner. Point taken. Very well. So that everyone has a chance to make their own case, I will explain what I consider to be the sensible choice. I'm sorry, Point taken. Very well. So that everyone has... I'm a ship's captain. 430 lives depend on me, on my every decision. Our mission is, in part, to seek out new life, new civilizations, so it comes down to me.
Wow, not many people here are humble. Everybody's like, it's me.
Am I any different? Does not my crew live or die on my decisions? I explore space for the Klingon Empire!
The starship captain stands as representative of the United Federation of Planets. Many races, whose goals and visions for the future are pursued together. Who shoulders the greater weight, Captain Clark?
No one has ever accused you of modesty, Kirk. See it as you will. You, surrounded by your fellow humans and officers, or me, the sole representative of my empire.
Jim, it's evident that each of us believes we're the right choice. I'm reasonably sure I'm the person they have in mind. But I can see everyone can make a case for themselves.
As indeed we have done.
I fail to see how further discussion will alter the situation. Either you must come to some decision, weighing the strength of individual opinion.
Or I get some hints out of our green...
Save new game. Replay.
We have our answer. Are you ready to hear?
Let the one who would answer...
I don't have anything to add, Captain. Alone among the people here, I am female and capable of childbearing. The nurturing of a new life remains a uniquely female labor. Certainly, I am the one among us who might go to the greatest pains in the pursuit of life.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
Where's he gone?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk. You're nothing like the Jinn, hold a special place in our memories. The second question, who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Talk amongst yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. In the end, only one may reply.
Very possibly Bones, but I'm not 100%.
Save new game. Replace previous game. Delete previous. Save new game.
As with the previous question, this is a question of judgment, Captain.
Meaning there's no right or wrong answer.
I suspect the Brassica would disagree with you, Captain. There is likely a specific answer they expect. I can only speculate.
And?
Each of us can best make his or her own case. As science officer, I believe myself likely. It is the very heart of science to attempt to comprehend the fundamentally chaotic nature of the universe.
Chaotic? If the universe wasn't ordered, we couldn't make sense of it, Spock.
As you are certainly aware, Doctor, chaos defines the very nature of patterns. However, this does not mean random.
Well, that may be. On the other hand, I would be the last person to say a Vulcan wrestles with any concept. And don't you raise your eyebrow at me, Spock. Spock's on the right track, Jim, but he's still wrong. I focus on the chaos of life. Who struggles more than a physician?
Made some sense, McCoy. And I've heard you were a humble country doctor. Sounded more like a Vulcan.
No need to be insulting.
Gentlemen, we've had enough chaos to deal with. Interesting analysis, Bones. However, I think I might be the one the Brassica have in mind.
It seems so, just because of what's happening here, you know, like it's kind of chaos between everybody, and he's the one that...
Let me explain. I believe I am the appropriate answer to this question because of my position as captain of the Enterprise.
A captain sailing the emptiness of space. Lives that rely on your every word.
Hey,
I thought that too, Kirk. It is not sufficient.
Well, I don't know. It could always be anyone.
I disagree,
Well,
Clar. Without a strong hand at the tiller, shipboard life would dissolve into chaos. Those demands make me the best answer.
It's who's.
We are ready with our. We have questions. We are ready with our answer. We have questions.
Very well.
What have you done with? We've answered one question. We're trying with questions like. Please repeat the original.
Certainly.
Who
The question
among
I
you
asked
wrestle
was,
most
who among
intensely
you wrestles
with
most
the chaos of
intensely with the
life?
chaos of life? Is that all?
Intensely. Who among you wrestles most intensely with the chaos of life? Oh man, it's fuck you.
We are ready with
Now
our
you're-
answer now.
I don't know. Maybe it's him because him it's all the time. It's 24/7. Him, it's only when he's doing his medic thing. Kirk, it's only when he's being captain. Him, it's all the time. Him, I don't know. We'll talk to the Vulcan.
We have questions.
Let's see.
Very
We have
well.
questions.
What have you done with Lieutenant Uhura? I demand an explanation.
We will not.
And this encounter is over. You've given me. I don't like it, but I'll take it for now. And this encounter. I don't like it, but I'll take it for now. I'll expect an explanation before this is over. We are ready with our answer now. I want to question you further.
Very well.
What have you done with Lieutenant Uhura? Would you define some of the words you're using to give us a better idea what...
Define.
I am not one who thinks you should.
Others among us are less hostile, Captain. Perhaps a broad hint, something less definite than the words.
Define the words? We communicate clearly. Without ambiguity, it would not be a riddle.
Would you at least explain the context of the word?
You are not making a good impression on my associates, Captain Kirk, as I anticipated. What is it you want to find?
Explain your use of chaos in this context. Explain your use of life. Explain the phrase wrestles most intensely. Forget I asked. Let's get on with some. Explain your use of chaos in this context.
Chaos, Captain Kirk, is the way intellectually sophisticated races understand complex patterns which seem to be random, but are not. The shape of a cloud, unpredictable and changeable, but nevertheless comprehensible. What else do you want to explain?
Explain your use of chaos in this. Explain your use of light. Explain the phrase wrestles most intensely.
I don't want too many hints because I feel it's gonna lower my score. You don't see the score in this game, but I still feel that there is one under the hood.
How disappointing, Captain. I, of course, expected nothing better. This part of the question addresses the dichotomy of life and death, and the eternal struggle between those grand concepts.
Oh, now it's going toward bones.
What else do you want to explain?
Explain your use of chaos. Explain the phrase. That's enough for now.
I want to go with bones.
I am a physician. I am the one who cares for life and health of hundreds aboard the Enterprise. The patterns of chaos are the patterns of life and death, and every day of my professional life is focused on balancing those patterns towards sustaining the quality of life. I am the one among us who struggles most intensely with the chaos of life.
With the chaos of life.
Your answer is accepted, Dr. McCoy.
You don't
You expect me to stand by while my people keep disappearing?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
It awaits.
Congratulations, Captain. There are
Like,
those
would
among us.
I have disappeared if I would have answered?
Who doubted you could make it this far? The third question is somewhat different, but our
Since you
heroes,
accept every
the
question,
Jered,
everybody
found
makes it
the
this far.
answer. Solve this equation.
What?
Pig plus X equals cow. Talk among yourselves. I will answer questions if I can. Only one may reply.
Maybe this is like this. I associate these with numbers, maybe. Okay. Everybody's gonna say something, but I want to try this before everybody. No, I need some kind of sheet here just to be able to write something. Okay. So, okay. For P, I'm sure there's a. Trying to find a simple converter on my converter alphabet to numbers. So pig is 16 E 16 9 7. And the answer, cow, would be 3, 15, 23. Okay. If I take the calculator and I do, let's say these numbers are, wow. Okay, I'll ask the crew. The crew is only Spock and Spock. Come on, Spock.
This question is complete nonsense, Captain. There is no way to answer.
You're dumb,
Chicken
Spock.
plus
Come on.
X equals reality.
Eh, that's not what he said. He said cow plus. What did he say? Pig. Pig plus X equal cow?
What are you saying? The question was pig plus X equals cow.
Oh, that's a... Oh.
Interesting, Kirk. I heard Tlok Pok plus X equals Sorok Nav. To humans, it would translate to plant plus X equal hive paper. What did you hear, Vulcan?
So he says that it's plant plus something equals hive paper. What the fuck is hive paper?
Chicken plus X equals reality.
Oh, I want to hear what the fuck that means. Chicken plus X equals reality, and that's what Spock heard. That is so weird. And we heard. I'm gonna ask him again.
Each question starts with something edible. Pigs and chickens are farm stock, are they not?
Yes, indeed. Okay, so me, it was pig plus X equals cow. Yes, they
Many elements of Federation society do not consume animal flesh, Captain Clara. In principle, however, you are correct. But I believe the answer is, there is no logical answer.
Oh.
I don't think so, Spock. But I don't like yours either, Clara. Where's the relationship between a cow, hive paper, and reality?
I don't know. The number of letters, maybe. But now they're not equal here.
Difficult, I admit, Kirk.
I'm not impressed, Clara. The Brassica addressed me first. I think we need to answer pig plus X equals cow.
You try my patience, Kirk. There's a pattern and an answer. A tlok grows a flower that ka-cha insects visit, and ka-cha make nectar and hive paper, so flower would work.
So he's saying for his thing it would be flower. Whatever. A plant, that's a plant, grows a flower that insects visit, and then insect make nectar and hive paper. So pig plus what? We'll have to type it down.
And what does that do for my question? Or Spock?
Your officer was asked to solve chicken plus X equal reality. The philosophers of Ballade 7 maintain a celestial bird something like a chicken laid an egg from which the universe hatched. The idea of reality began as something egg-shaped, was an early theory of Klingon cosmologists.
Okay.
You're stretching, Clar.
It all fits! The tlok flower is egg-shaped. Therefore, I believe egg is correct for all equations. Kirk, in a barter society, might not a cow be worth, say, a pig with a clutch of eggs thrown in?
Okay.
Clar, I come from a farm on Earth in a state called Iowa. Your solution makes some sense, but so would pig plus crate of apples equal cow. It's something else.
If I may, based on the evidence, I remain convinced there is no answer.
Oh my god.
A time will come when we must answer.
I'm willing to let either of you answer.
The Brassica will allow only one.
So I guess I can't answer. If I answer, I'm gonna answer crates of apple. If he answers, he's gonna say egg because he's sure it's egg. He's gonna say nothing.
Save new game. Replace previous game. Delete previous.
Yeah, let's delete some games.
Save new game.
Answer. But did we save as trial 3? I'm not sure.
Save new game.
We are ready with our answer now. We have questions.
Very well.
If you tell us more about the gerund, maybe we can figure out. Can you give us a hint? Can you at least tell us if we've been answering you correctly? Please repeat the original question. If you tell us more about the gerund, please repeat the...
The question I asked you was to solve this equation. Pig plus X equals cow. Have you others?
We are ready with our answer now. We'll talk it over. I want to get back to a different question.
Very well.
If you tell us more about the gerund.
The questions we ask have been suitably modified to allow for differences between your people and ours. Is there something?
We are ready with our answer now. I want to get back to... We'll talk it over and get back. We are ready with our answer now. I want to get back to a different question. We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one...
I think it's not gonna be. It's too obvious. Spock is always the smart guy. The Klingon must be here for some reason. I'm going with logic here, but it's kind of meta. You know? It's like I'm going like A, B, C, D on an exam, and I'm like, there's not enough D's here, so this must be D, you know?
More than one question and the answer must solve them all. I've heard nothing better than my answer.
Yes, that's actually, well, when you say like that, yes. One answer that fits all what we all heard.
Captain, you hear one question, I hear another. None are sensible. Logic dictates identifying the pattern. I believe the Brassica expect us to realize there is...
Interesting that he cannot see a pattern in that. So, yeah, I'm gonna use this guy.
The correct answer solves for X in all the different questions. The answer is egg.
Your answer is accepted. However, this is not to say whether this answer is right or wrong.
You plan to make off with everyone? Do you really expect me to keep taking that without protest?
The next question awaits, Captain Kirk.
No, we're not done. Must be the last one.
I am astonished that an alien like you has muddled your way this far. It is a great honor that we share the Riddle Master's questions to the Gerent. The last question. Answer this. There are two present. Only one may go. Why should you be the one to leave this place alive? Discuss this. I will answer questions if I can and will. You might want to discuss this with me to explore your options.
Save new game. Delete previous. Save new game.
Captain, you are indispensable. I find the question doubtfully phrased. Death is implied, not assured. I find the risk of remaining acceptable.
No starship captain has ever had a better crew. The hard decisions are mine, and I thank you for reminding me of that. You want me to choose one of us or the other. Well, frankly, I don't want to risk either of us. I want another alternative, another choice. No starship, you want me to choose...
Captain, the risk greater than only one leaving is neither being allowed to go on. One must continue.
No, that's it. We changed the rules. Right now, they're offering one to live and one to die.
Perhaps, Captain, but not necessarily.
But possible. The best answer is we both live, or both die.
What if the Brassica refuse this option?
Whether they offer it or not, that's what we choose.
In that case, it will not matter which of us answers. It is a larger gamble.
You know how I love a good bluff.
Captain, Jim, let us hope the Brassica are unfamiliar with poker.
Captain's job is to continue a series of life or death decisions. It's not a burden I can share. I trust you'll understand if I make the decision for both of us.
Of course, Captain. I have utmost trust in your ability. Captain, you are
No, you want me to No starship captain has ever had a You want me to choose...
Captain, the risk...
No, that's it.
Perhaps, Captain.
But possible.
What if
Whether they offer it or...
In that case...
You know how I...
Captain.
We're ready with our answer. We have questions to...
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the original question, just as...
The question I posed was this. There are two of you present. Only one of you may go. Why should you be the one to leave this place alive? Anything else?
We're ready with our... I want to talk with my associate. I want to get back to a different question.
Ask your question.
Would you repeat the... Why should you want to prevent one or the other of us from leaving? Is there anything we might do that would win a hint to the type of answer you... Would you repeat the original... Is there anything we might do that would... Why should you want to...
I did not mention anything about preventing individuals from leaving. I simply asked why, given that only one of you may, you should be the one to leave.
Do not be obtuse. The captain's question is legitimate. Captain Kirk, his answer is nevertheless cogent. There is nothing about the question itself which states that someone will be prevented from leaving. However, you are being asked to justify your continued existence, preferentially to your companion's continued existence.
I want to talk with my associate. I want to get back. Hypothetical questions are fundamentally empty. However, if you prevent one of us from leaving, then the question is no longer hypothetical. Is the question hypothetical or... I want to... Hypothetical
The question is philosophical, Captain. As for whether it is hypothetical, have you the same number of companions standing beside you now as when we began? That is how hypothetical this question...
We're ready with our answer.
Let the one who would... You are the leader, Captain Kirk. Asking another to undertake fulfillment of your responsibilities indicates to us that you, as a leader, cannot distinguish between what is yours and what is properly another's. The meeting of our two races must necessarily await another time. You will all be safely returned to your own people.
I failed.
Farewell, until our peoples meet again.
This may be a mistake.
Whoops.
I have no more misgivings, Captain Kirk. I look forward to the future.
Captain's log, stardate.
So when you said I'm going to answer for both of them.
I have failed in our mission to make formal contact with the Brassica. My answer.
The Klingon ship is leaving.
They didn't even say goodbye.
They did display considerable anger, Captain.
I can't blame them, Mr.
Message from Starfleet.
I've reviewed your I'll be frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects more out of you than that.
I know.
Another message.
On screen.
Jen,
You
we have
suck.
evaluated your...
Yes, Admiral.
When this mission is over, we should...
I agree.
That's all, Jim.
I wonder what he'd say.
He's right, Bones. The moment Starfleet's...
Agreed, Captain.
I suppose we...
And we shall, Bones.
We shall, because we're gonna read them.
Loader previously said.
Okay, talk to
Captain,
you.
No starship captain has ever had a better...
Captain, you are
You want...
Captain, the risk...
No, that's it.
Perhaps, Captain.
But possible.
What if the...
Whether they off...
In that...
You know how I...
Captain, you are indispensable.
No starship captain has ever... You want... No star...
Talk to you.
We're ready with our answer.
Let the one who would...
Okay, let's do this time.
Neither Captain Kirk nor I find your choices acceptable. Asking either one of us to abandon the other in doubtful conditions is not something either of us is willing to do.
Commander Spock, you have stepped forward to make your choice, and that choice is very simple. I will make it simpler by allowing you to respond as follows.
I proceed from this room alone. Captain Kirk proceeds from this room alone. We both proceed from this room, or neither of us. I proceed. We both proceed.
There is no such option offered. What exactly do you mean by choosing in this way?
That's not gonna
That
do.
perhaps you should both die?
Let's go. Let's die.
No, Brassican, it means we're changing the rules. You want one to remain, perhaps to die, and one to go on? We refuse to play that game. You want to meet with us as much as we wish to meet with you, so take us both through, or let us both remain in this surreal purgatory forever. Take it or leave it.
You have confounded me, Captain Kirk. I did not believe you would make such a choice.
But I declared all along that this race had the qualities we sought, the understanding of both leadership and sacrifice. Captain Kirk, you have achieved all that I, at least, had hoped of you. It is time for us to greet you face to face.
Greetings, Captain Kirk, and welcome to your species. Your Federation starships will be welcome here on any peaceful mission.
I am pleased to meet you face to face as well. However, I want my crew back.
Of course, Captain.
You're all right, all of you? You were treated well?
Had a little trouble getting used to the way each other looked. But other than that, just fine.
I guess we did answer correctly with the others.
But they couldn't be sure we would have passed all their tests. Brassican, how do you explain that?
Some of us could not restrain our desire to learn. It seemed worth the risk, and has proved so.
I believe the Federation and the Brassica will have a long and fascinating future together.
Although my associate, Septhi, has great misgivings about breaking our isolation, others of us have high hopes.
You are star-eyed, if you imagine that no difficulties lie ahead. However, all conditions have been met, and so I also welcome you, Captain Kirk.
Thank you. Septhi, is it?
Yes, and our moderator, leader to you, is Zenti.
Zenti, Aha, and Septhi. I hope to show you you've made the right decision.
Speaking for the Klingon Empire, I too look forward to the relationship between all peoples. You surprise me, Kirk. Perhaps one day we will even trust you.
We'll just have to see, won't we?
Captains, Feel free to look around while we summon your 2 ships to these coordinates. Captain Kirk, I have something interesting to show you over here. Come with me.
Save new game. Replace delete Save new game.
Captain Kirk, isn't it time you returned?
I was unsure. You have shown us that isolation is no longer a wise choice. I look forward to a challenging future.
This is a day we will celebrate. The day we broke out of our isolation and joined the other races among the stars.
Yeah, but that's extremely racist. Like, condemn an entire race because somebody killed your boy.
I think our mission is finished here, Captain.
Time to go, Jim.
Unbecoming Starfleet officer. What are you doing with a drink?
I can't wait to get back to...
Strands of strange clouds reach across the hazy pink sky. The other 2 aliens seem to defer to this Brassican. However, the bizarre features render incomprehensible any expression. It is impossible to decipher any emotion or expression on this alien. The Klingon's eyes express his intense interest in meeting the Brassica face to face. The lieutenant seems intrigued by the presence of the Brassicans. The good doctor seems... The Vulcan appears...
I think our mission...
Time to go, Jim.
Wait a minute. Give me the brandy. Hey, I'm trying to follow the guy. Where did he go? Here? Okay.
Captain Kirk, I have misgivings about the Klingon race. For our mutual protection, here is a Paralens disk of data which I want you to have. With this knowledge, you can come to our defense. Will you take it and safeguard our future?
Yes, I'll take the disc. Not without knowing more about it. No, take it up with the Federation ambassador when he gets here. Yes, I'll take the... Not without knowing more about...
We can give you the know-how to build a reader console for the Paralens.
I want to know what's on the disc.
The Compassion, the generation ship you explored before coming here, was a probe ship that scanned Klingon space. This Paralens contains the data. If they cause us harm, you could retaliate deep into their territory.
How do I know you won't sell us out too? I understand a desire for vengeance, but the Organian Treaty would stop it. Information like this could ignite interest. How do I know you won't sell us out too? Information like this...
Do with it as you see fit, Captain.
Give me the Paralens. No, keep it. Give me the Paralens. No, keep it.
Keep it! I want none of it. I guess we do this now.
Captain, it's good to speak with you again. These overgrown beanstalks told us that you'd come to no harm. Ready to beam up?
Not yet, Scotty. There are still a few loose ends. Kirk out.
Oh.
This is a day we will celebrate.
I was...
Captain Kirk.
Captain, I noted that Clara...
Oh, Clara, a moment of your time. What have you got in your pocket? Hi, Clara. Nice weather. Clara, the Brassica didn't happen to give you a Paralens, did they?
Oh. Oh.
What have you got in your pocket?
Maybe I should have taken it. Oh my god.
Hi, Clara. Nice. Clara, the Brassica didn't happen to give you a Paralens, did they?
Let's ask him. Just ask him.
My dealings with the Brassica don't affect...
Depends on what they're dealing. I guess you don't care about our dealings with the Brassica. Like this Paralens they offered us with secret information on the Klingon Empire.
How dare you jeopardize the security of the Klingon Empire!
But Captain Clara, unlike you, Captain Kirk refused the Paralens.
Kirk and I have resolved our differences.
We are sorry to see that you two would so freely refuse knowledge. I would not have expected quite so much distrust.
You'll have to work harder to understand us, will you not? Assuming relations continue.
Yes, Captain. Both of you have succeeded in establishing diplomatic contact with us.
Then you will excuse me, Senti. The unknown requires my attention. Kirk to Enterprise, 4 to beam up.
Oh, that ending's pretty cool. I like it.
Captain's log, stardate 6270.5. We have succeeded in making formal contact with the Brassica. We look forward to a long and productive relationship with them. So, Lieutenant, you turned down the Brassica's offer to become the Federation official ambassador.
Not in my job description, Captain, and they were probably just testing me.
A formidable accomplishment, Captain. Establishing diplomatic relations with a new and advanced alien race. Improving our relations with the Klingons. Impressive.
Thank you, Mr. Spock.
Everyone's so cheerful today. Even Spock's in a good mood. This makes me nervous.
This ending was quite easy though, like extremely easy.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
There's my answer.
I've reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments. While you achieved the desired results from your assignment, Jim, I can only give you a satisfactory rating.
Because of the hints.
I would expect as much from a cadet. I am concerned about your performance, and I'm going to have to forward my concerns to command. Kane out.
Concerns? What? Everybody like, we did it! Klingons! We could no more establish contact with the... I would have expected more from... Okay, fuck you.
Another message from...
On screen.
Jen, we have evaluated your current series of missions. I hate to say it, but you're lucky you've done as well as you have. We found numerous lapses of judgment. I expected better.
Yes, Admiral.
When this mission is over, we should schedule some time for a refresher course. The Academy Simulator isn't just for cadets, you know.
I agree, Admiral.
That's all, Jim.
I wonder what he'd say if he were in the command chair.
Exactly. Fuck him.
He's right, Bones. The moment Starfleet standards start to slip is the moment the Federation is in trouble.
Agreed, Captain. Triumphs achieved.
Maybe one of my
without an
answers at
standard
the end
are
wasn't
hollow
good.
and meaningless.
I'm sure Uhura was a good answer. The other one... I don't know.
Suppose we could have done better.
But at the same time, it felt right when we were at the end with Klingon
and we shall, Bones.
I'll try to reload and answer incorrectly. Say the magic word. Space. That's something like space. We did check the credits last time, so I guess we won't watch them again. I want to reload again also. What's going on?
Load a previously saved game.
This one, and now use... Oh, no. Oops, did I overwrite one of them? Trial 3? What's this? Oh yeah, maybe, yeah. So here we'll answer Spock.
It is the heart of science to seek an understanding of the universe and its laws, to make sense of what seems randomly chaotic. In the effort to extract comprehension from the unknown, I work to recognize the underlying patterns for which...
Your answer is accepted, Commander Spock.
Still moving on.
You expect me to stand by while my people...
The next question.
Congratulations.
Who doubted you could make it?
What kind of question is peace plus X equal home?
What are you saying?
Interesting, Kirk.
Well, I heard
still
peace
continues
plus...
Which one do we...
The answer lies...
Clar, if you...
Goes without...
So yeah,
I'm not
I
impressed.
bet,
If there's only one...
Reason...
Your candor.
They're all...
I bet some of them got wrong. here. I want to say try something. Me.
I think you'll want to discuss this, and then you may address me again when you...
Oh, I can't.
We are ready with our answer now.
Let the one who would answer...
Can I answer?
I am captain of Starship.
You are central to the lives of those around you, Captain Kirk. There are many sacrifices you make, but your responsibilities preclude you from being the one to write.
The Klingon went away.
I guess it means we'll all look back on this as
true, Dr. McCoy.
So the Klingon was the one. I'm betting that's the right answer. Let's see, I'm actually interested.
Captain's log, stardate 6270.5. I have failed in our mission to make formal contact with the Brassica. My
he just did it
is responsible for the Brassica rejecting diplomatic relations with the Federation.
Uhura, McCoy, Spock. Spock! The last question is trickier. You'll need to have Kirk here. And I've been told that you also need Clara, although you don't think your mission will be a complete failure if you have another version instead. No, my mission wasn't a complete failure. But the question 3 wasn't. It was, there is no answer, it's not logical. Huh! I didn't expect that. Okay, then when you're Clar, you do essentially the same thing as with Spock. So yeah, we kind of failed a couple of the last questions. Wow, it wasn't... So McCoy was the one that was like life chaos, and the one with the egg, it was Spock. That was right. There was no logical answer. Interesting.
The Klingon ship is leaving orbit.
So that's it for Star Trek for tonight. But since it's very early and I'm completely addicted to BattleTech, we're gonna switch to BattleTech. So yeah, I'll take a little break and we'll be back with some BattleTech. Good game, good game. I have to say that I think I liked Star Trek 25th Anniversary better in terms of just the puzzles, okay? Because yes, the story and the writing here was better. Though some of the performance of the voice acting was not as on par as... Are you out of your Vulcan mind? But yeah, it's much longer, there's more meat to it, but I think it was way easier. And when I was stuck, the way I got unstuck was kind of, it was a stupid thing, and it didn't feel as logical as the first game. The first game, though, some of the puzzles, like the binary, like you had to change something into not even binary, like base 9 or something. That was kind of like, wow, before the advent of the internet. So I don't know, just a pleb who just loves Star Trek but doesn't really understand all the mathematics behind it might be like, what the fuck, base 9? What is even base 9? Because they don't really they do explain it, but they don't tell you how to convert it, of course. Anyways,